Are we?
I guess we're live.
Yeah, are we? Already?
Yeah, I think so. So we are, I think, almost an hour late, and that's my fault. Well, the traffic's fault, so it's not entirely my fault. So I'm here live in the studio. Look. We're here live in the working studio of Gillian Roulston, my poor suffering son over there, who's been stuck in the car for over an hour. But anyway, we are here, so that's why we're late. And we're doing the final 3 paintings preview before the exhibition this Sunday, called Home Sweet Home. And I left my coffee teacup in the car, but never mind. I'll make sure I have it on Sunday, which is from 12 till 3 in Claremont. So not here in Claremont, but the artwork is here today. The artwork will be in Claremont on Sunday.
Yes.
So I'm just going to get out of the picture and turn this around and put it on Gillian. So we're just going to switch it around. Yay! And Charlie's there again. And here we go, Gillian. So tell us about the 3 pairs and your obsession with pairs.
This side or that side?
Either or. You decide.
I'll go this side.
Okay. I don't know if I can turn it around, so I'm not going to.
Okay. We're organised. My obsession with pairs has been going on for many, many years. And I did a bit of research about pairs, and there's many different myths and meanings to pairs. And one of the meanings for the pair is the actual shape, being the shape of a woman, and which interpret it can be meaning nurturing. So I think that is probably more the shape and the colours, different colours that you can get in pairs that really appeals to me.
And the symbolism.
And yes.
Yeah. And
also a pear tree can mean longevity, because they're very long lasting. They last for centuries, the trees, apparently. So
nice.
Yeah. So that's probably one of the things
I'm
that
coming in closer.
About pairs. But and with my paintings, I like to use a lot of colour, really good intense colour, and also a lot of texture. So with the background of this one, the red background with the turquoise greeny coloured pears in the front, I've got a lot of texture throughout the pears here, and plus I've used some gold leaf in there just to add a little bit of a interest and a bit of a sparkle to it.
So just to give an idea, it's quite wintry here, so this room is quite dark. And as a result, that gold paint is kind of shimmering. And I'm looking through the camera here, and you can actually see that.
Yeah.
But that will change in different lights.
Oh, absolutely. Some lights you can't even see that there's gold there, and then in other lights it does show up like it is now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the painting changes, whatever, throughout the day, depending on where the light is and how strong the light is, the painting will change. So
yeah, which is what the beautiful thing about original painting is, isn't it? Because not everywhere, like a home or office, is under gallery lights, is it?
Yeah, and it's the same with all paintings actually in your home. They'll change with the way the lighting's coming and all the rest of it. So
which is a good thing.
It's good, yes. It is good.
Which we're pointing out this is good.
Yes.
Because the artworks look like they come to life.
Yes, yes. So that's the pair.
All right, will you move across, and I'm just going to have a little closer, so you can kind of get a sense of the texture.
Yeah.
But very voluptuous, these girls.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to come
back.
back.
That word, voluptuous.
So I'm going to come back, and then I'll come closer, because your big table I can't get to.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Okay, so
I might come all the way around.
There, so I'll hop back over.
Hi, Charlie. So we're just having a little tour of the now
studio.
This one's not finished yet, but you didn't see that.
That's a whip. It might be finished by Sunday.
So, what's this one called?
This one's called Rivers of Gold.
You look like you've dressed for this painting. The colours you're wearing.
Oh, yes. Yes, actually, I match my paintings quite often. So, yes, this is just Rivers of Gold. Once again, I've got a lot of different textures in here. And I've just got I've used, well, there's gold in there, gold paint, not gold leaf I've used in this one. And just a lot of running, so it's creating the rivers. there's a lot of colour through there too when you can, in good lighting, and you can have a close look. There's some purples and blues and browns. It's really quite an interesting painting to look into.
Yeah.
You see many different things in there.
So we've come from like a contemporary take on still life for the 3 pairs,
Yes.
and now with more a semi-abstract landscape style inspiration.
Yes.
So what is, I know because the earth and the countryside is quite meaningful for you.
Yes.
So was this from a particular place?
No, not really. Just thinking about, gold. My husband works in gold mining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, it's just probably one day having a little bit of a daydream about the gold mining and all the rest of it. So, and that's what some of my abstract paintings come from, just little bits of little daydreams, and then you just start doing stuff and
nice.
And they evolve. So, yeah.
Yeah, good. So quite a different painting. So I'm just going to come in again to try and get a sense of this texture, particularly down here. Yeah, that's really lovely. But of course, you've got to take in the whole thing. Yeah, that's coming up really nicely. Yeah, cool.
Excellent. Be careful, don't fall. There's that much stuff in here.
Okay, and on to the last one, which is a complete abstract.
Yes.
So, and we're not sure of the title. We think it might be.
Think it might be either Cool Waters or Crystal Waters.
So something waters. I like Crystal Waters, but we'll confirm that by Sunday.
So this one, actually underneath this, all the colour here, there is a lot of texture here as well. I've got a medium that I use that's called cracking paste. Mm-hmm. And so this I've plastered on through here. So when you come, and it's just created a lot of texture, and then I've got something else up here to create texture up here. So there's 2 different types of physical texture, and plus the texture that's been created with the different paints and the way that they're blended together and moved around and all the rest of it. So with this texture down here, with the cracking paste, when you get close you can actually see some cracks in there, and you'll be able to see some like stronger colours in your cracks, and just to sort of give it maybe a reefy look or feel about it, with the water flowing over rocks and things like that, if you can use your imagination.
Yeah, nice. So what's your inspiration for doing an abstract work like this? Is it music? Is it just mood? Is it...
I think it's more just mood. And just getting there and thinking, oh, I'm going to do this, and then just going ahead and doing it. And with this, you need to move your canvas around, manipulate the paint and all the rest of it a little bit. So music probably does play a bit in these sorts, with the movement of your canvas and your brush and all the rest of it. So if I've got some pretty jazzy music playing and you're dancing around, and you dance around the canvas as well, you get there and you do some really good strokes that work and things like that.
So when you're working an abstract work like this, do you have this kind of image in mind, or is it more a result of the process?
It's more of a result of the process.
And
I have a bit of an idea in my head.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I will go through the process of painting the painting in my head.
Yeah.
So I'll finish up, go from start to finish.
Yeah.
And I'll have something in my mind that it looks fantastic. And then I'll go through the process of what I've been through in the painting in my mind. But what I finish up with is, it changes as I'm going, because the mediums might be reacting differently, which can happen due to weather, even.
How fast the paint dries, or the medium and all that stuff.
Exactly. So, what I have in my mind doesn't always finish up on what finishes up on the canvas, due to elements and things like that. So I always make sure that I'm not stuck on a particular idea.
Yeah.
I'm always flexible in what can finish up on the canvas, and I just keep going until I think Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and that's
It's
also
done.
almost the discipline of abstract or semi-abstract work, isn't it? Is being able to let go.
Yes, yes, to know when it's finished and not to keep fiddling, because sometimes you can add just and think, oh no, it might need something else, and you can add that one little thing in and the whole thing's wrecked.
Yeah.
So then you got to come back and then you've got to rework.
Was it Picasso that said the something along the lines of, the genius in an artist is knowing when to stop, something like that?
Actually, I think it might have been. I've read that recently as well, because, I think it might
There's
have been
an art
him,
in
because
just
I was just reading a book about him not long ago, so I think
nice.
it might have been him. Yeah, so it is knowing when to stop.
Yeah, nice. Well,
Yeah.
very nice work, very different from everything we've seen so far. So I think we've featured about 6 or 7 works.
I think it's 6.
Yeah, and how many works are we going to have?
I think
there?
we're aiming to have 12.
Yeah.
Or around about 12.
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe that one down there will be finished by Sunday. I'm hoping that it'll be finished by Sunday.
Has it got a name?
It actually has. Isn't that amazing?
Gillian says the hardest thing for her is to name the paintings.
So this one I named halfway through painting it. Actually calling that West Coast Sunset.
Nice. This one, everyone.
That one down there. Yeah. That one's called West Coast Sunset. And I actually got inspiration from that when we went camping a couple of months ago up at Sandy Cape, and we all went down to the beach and watched the sunset. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So that one inspired by real life.
That is inspired by real life.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's nothing like the photos because it's abstract, but that's where the inspiration came, and I thought, West Coast Sunset, because you don't get sunsets like that on the East Coast.
No, very true.
Over the water, so
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's just
go.
switch this around so we can say hello and all that together, or
Yeah,
goodbye,
or goodbye.
rather, and hold it out here so we get both of us. Yes.
Yeah, there we are.
So we'll be welcoming people. We've already had some RSVPs, but make sure you let us know you're coming along on this Sunday. I think it's the 30th of July.
30th or 29th?
Anyway,
Somewhere
this
Sunday.
It's between midday and
good.
3 p.m. And it's at the Claremont address, so if you'd like to, it's a secure building, so if you'd like to know how to get in, RSVP and we'll send you the details. But we'd love to have a cup of tea with you at Gillian Roulston's Home Sweet Home exhibition. So I think that's enough for today.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay, bye.